Hey, welcome back to SV Ramble on.
So Rich started a new job, and we've been really fortunate at getting a lot of projects done pretty quickly. And now we've kind of come to a standstill. So we may not have like a lot of videos to put out.
Consistently, anyway.
Yep, but we did want to give you a list of the things that we are planning to do. First thing we're going to do is
Well, we just applied for our FCC licensing to get the boat's MMSI number so that we can install our AIS system. We want to install a Vesper XB8000 AIS transponder. So I got to go up the mast. I'm going to install a new VHF antenna. Ours is kind of cruddy. And I'm also installing a heavier gauge VHF cable.
all right. So number two job.
One of the things we want to do is install a new anchor windlass.
So we have Simpson Loris manual 555. We actually took it all apart. We built the whole thing, ordered special parts that you can't get anymore from Scotland. We had it powder coated. It looks great. It works fine. It's got 250 feet of chain now. It's a lot of chain. So we want to get an electric windlass. Wind generator. So we are going to get a wind generator. It's going to be right back here by our radar tower on the other side. We have solar with 2 solar panels. We've got 5 Battleborn batteries, and we're going to add a wind gen.
Yep, we've got about as much solar as we can fit on this type of boat with the canoe stern and everything. So
along with the wind gen, we're considering adding a 6th Battleborn lithium battery, and we have space for one more. So we just need to figure out if we can do that since these batteries are a little bit older. They're about a year now.
2 years.
2 years old. So adding another one, if that's a big deal or not. So we'll have to figure that out. Number 4, removable inner forestay.
Yeah, we have a cutter rig, and one of the things I noticed is, well, and this is going to lead into another project, but this big 106, I think, or 106 Genoa is pretty huge, and when we're flying full sails, it just makes tacking across a lot easier to get that forestay out of the way. And we're also thinking of doing it in Dyneema. We're looking at like a covered heat set Dyneema for removable inner forestay. You can stow it back against the mast and it won't slap and clang and scratch up the paint. So along with the removable inner forestay, I'd like to add also Dyneema running backstays. That works really good with running a staysail and a reef main.
Number 5, 5, 6, whatever. New jib. So we have a 106 new. The boat came with a Yankee jib, which is 75 or something.
They're about 80 to 90.
Yeah, well, ours is even smaller because they cut it to make it fit the roller furler. So anyway, we've gone out where we live in the Delta. Sometimes we get inconsistent winds. It'll be a little easier to control. It'll be easier to swing across when we tack through the inner forestay. Number 6 is anchor washdown.
Yeah, I want to install a raw water pump and a hose nozzle up by the bow where the anchor chain comes in, just for cleaning off mud and crap as we flake the chain in so that we don't have that aroma of rotten sea life in our chain locker, which is right in front of where we sleep.
And then also plumbing, fresh water shower in the cockpit. So we want to have off of our fresh water tanks away. We're going to plumb it back here to the cockpit so that when you go swimming, you can hose off and not have either salt water or here Delta River water
Yeah.
all over you. You can easily take a shower here on the cockpit. All right, holding tank pump out.
So in our last video, we mentioned the holding tank pump out, and the way I replumbed everything is that the only hose that goes down to the suck out tube comes from the deck port here. So I'm going to install a Y valve down here in the lazarette in the cockpit locker, and I'm going to add another Whale Mark V. So I'm going to add a Y valve in the cockpit locker and
a new pump.
A Whale Mark V. I think I already mentioned that.
Modify the storage basically in the settee area. On the starboard side, we've got underneath the seat, there's a lot of space, but really just 3 drawers that access it. And if you take the drawers out, there's a lot more space down there. So we're thinking about abandoning the drawers, maybe just keeping the drawer faces, and then having that space more open, or at least partitioned off, so that you can put stuff in there and it would be in there securely. But the problem we have is that that seat slides out, and it'd be nice if it could flip up. You don't have to access everything from underneath. You could actually flip the seat up and get in there.
I'm trying to figure out the best way to do it without destroying the whole interior of the boat.
Yeah, we want that seat to continue to slide out.
The portside settee slides out and it becomes a double. Accessing the underseat storage on the portside settee is pretty difficult. And the behind the seat, the backrest, they have very little hatches that you get into, and you got to go fishing around back in behind the cabinets, and it's a little bit of a hassle. We never use it because it's so much of a headache to get to.
Yeah, so we're considering doing something. That's not a guarantee.
Also, so with the water quality we got around here, the well water just ate up the bladder in our expansion tank for our pump. So our pump cycles unusually weirdly now, and yeah, it kind of throttles. It needs an expansion tank in it.
Unusually weirdly?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not either or, it's both. It throttles on and off rapidly, and the expansion tank helps soften that load. The well water destroyed that expansion tank bladder prior to us installing water softeners and all the filtration system that we have since incorporated into our boats. Yeah, also we were thinking, I don't know, I think we just hit 900 subscribers today. We're wondering what you guys think. You know, what do you want to see us do? We get a lot of good feedback, a lot of good questions, emails from our website, and all that good stuff. But if you guys have any input, suggestions, anything like that you'd like to see, a little more informative videos about the boat, the design. If you guys have any input,
Also, we
hit
have
us up.
so things that aren't on the list that we are going to eventually do include some sort of a self-steering.
Self-steering wind vane.
Yeah, so we're going to add self-steering.
I got my eye on a Cape Horn.
Yeah, and the Cape Horn, you can actually add a autopilot, a small autopilot to it. So
Below
that
decks.
would be those two things. And then also,
We want to add a water maker, and that's really important.
oh yeah, and we want to get a Dodger.
Yeah, we need to
So-
get a Dodger.
Just
And
in the area that we I think we're just going to have to wait until we go to the Bay Area more
Mhm.
permanently. And then we also want to get new upholstery inside because ours is
Yeah.
falling apart.
that's it for us. Thanks for watching, and if you like it, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. It helps push our videos out there to people who like these kind of videos. We're also on Instagram, Facebook, and our own website at svramble1.com. Later.